Can Christians have fun? Can it actually be enjoyable to live the Christian life? And the answer is, of course. A Christian can have fun, real fun. Thank you for being with us today for this, your daily 180 Bible study. This week we're talking about deadly lies. And one of the deadly lies that is oftentimes carried out and people propagate is the idea that, a Christian really can't have any fun. Someone might have the attitude, I don't want to be a Christian because I want to have fun. There's things that I want to do in life. And the reality is that real happiness, real fun, so to speak, is found by living a life of submission to Jesus Christ. Jesus would say in John 10 and verse 10, I came that you might have life and have it abundantly. Real life. Now it's interesting that many people do things because they think, now that's living. I'm going to go out and get drunk with the guys tonight, and now that's living. Or I'm going to go out here and fornicate. That's living. And the reality is all that sin, whatever it might be, that's not living. That's death. And that's killing the inner person. And that's separating a person from God, and they are spiritually dead. And they have no meaning, no purpose in life. In Luke chapter 15, there's a story about a young man who wanted to go for the gusto. He wanted life, man. And he goes to his father and he says, Father, I want my inheritance and I want it now. Now, normally you get your inheritance after your family, dies. And he says, no, I want it now, Dad. I want my inheritance. So his father gives him his portion of the inheritance. He goes out and he wastes his money in riotous living. He lives it up. I can imagine that young man would say at the height of his riotous living, now this is life. But pretty soon he realized, no, it's not life. As a matter of fact, it says in verse number 14 of Luke 15, but when he had spent all, there arose a severe famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Then he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him to his fields to feed swine. And he would gladly have filled his stomach with the pods that the swine ate, and no one gave him anything. Just think if you could ask that young man right now, if you look at him down there in the pig pen, wanting to eat the same thing that the pigs are eating, is this life? And he would say, no, this is death. And he begins to reflect on what life was like back at his father's house, and he says, that was life. And that young man decided, I want to go back to life. I want to go back to my father. Real life is found in a relationship with God. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.